Hi guys, so in this video, ang topic natin guys is all about inverse Laplace transform. So kung babalikan natin guys yung ating last topic, that is Laplace transform. So ang gagawin natin dito guys is just the reverse process. For example guys, kung babalikan natin yung mga formula for Laplace transform, so for example ito, Laplace transform of 1 that is equal to 1 over s. Now if you're finding the inverse Laplace transform, dito tayo magsimula guys sa function of s. So we have here the Laplace transform for L, ito. Then for inverse Laplace transform, you have this sign. So Laplace transform L, then you have here negative 1, yung parang exponent. So the inverse Laplace transform of 1 over s is equal to 1. So lahat ng formulang gagamitin natin guys is babalik na rin lang natin siya. So proceed tayo guys in solving problems. So kung sa Laplace transform, meron tayong function of t. Kunin natin yung function of s. Sa inverse Laplace transform guys, start tayo ng function of s, then ibalik natin sa original which is function of t. Using this inverse Laplace transform. Now let's solve this first problem. So ito guys yung first problem natin, the inverse Laplace transform of 5 all over s plus 2. Now kung babalikan natin guys itong form na to, this is actually the Laplace transform of e raised to at. So yung Laplace transform of e raised to at is equal to, you have here 1 all over s minus a. Now, of course, the inverse Laplace transform of 1 all over s minus a, that is e raised to at. So, yun guys, babalik na rin natin yung process. Now here, so ito pwede natin siyang gawin yung 5 pwede natin ilabas guys, linear operator pa rin yung inverse Laplace transform sign. So, you have here 5. So, inverse Laplace transform of 1 all over s plus 2. Now, here guys, yung ating sign here is negative. So, gawin natin negative. So, we have here negative 2. So, para maging positive pa rin siya. Gagawin lang natin na form which is here minus a. So, yung a natin here is negative 2. Now guys, apply natin yung formula. Now, yung 5, ilalabas lang natin siya. So, we have here inverse Laplace transform of 5 all over s plus 2. So, that is 5. Then, inverse Laplace transform ng eto. This is s minus a, wherein a natin is negative 2. So, this is e raised to, so a is negative 2 t. So this is our final answer here. So this is the inverse Laplace transform. Now kung i-check mo guys, kunin mo ulit yung Laplace transform nito, dapat dito ka mag-arrive on the same answer. So ganun guys yung pag-check, parang differential integral lang. Now guys, proceed tayo sa next problem. So ito, for our next problem here, we have 4s minus 3 all over s squared plus 4. So we are finding the inverse Laplace of this function. So ito guys, pwede natin siyang paghiwalayin. So we have here the inverse Laplace transform of 4s all over s squared plus 4 plus the inverse Laplace transform of, you have here negative 3 all over s squared plus 4. So linear operator pa rin guys yung inverse Laplace symbol natin. So here this is negative, so palitan natin guys ito ng negative para masimplify siya. So, pag ganito yung ating denominator, we have here s squared, then may constant. So kung babalikan natin guys, yung formula natin, we have here the Laplace transform of cosine, we have here at. So, pwedeng a natin is a constant, coefficient nung angle sa loob. So, you have here equal, so that is, so s taas all over s squared plus a squared. Now, what about sine? So, kung sine guys, balikan natin, you have here the Laplace transform of sine, you have here at. That is equal to, so yung taas natin is magiging constant. So, that is a all over s squared plus a squared. Now, apply natin guys yung formula. Apply natin siya dito. So, here, kung mapansin natin, yung a natin here is ito. So, 4, so 2 squared. Same as here. So, ito guys, isimplify natin. So, this can become 2 squared. And ito, of course, 2 squared din siya. So, yung constant natin, guys, pwede natin siyang ilabas. So, you have here 4 times 4. Itong constant na isa, pwede natin siyang ilabas. So, this is 1. So, this is, so, minus 3. So, inabas natin lahat ng constant. So, ito, guys, direkta to. Itong sa cosine. Since yung a natin is 2, so ito magiging 2. So, kung mapansin natin, guys, yung cosine 80 equals to s all over s squared plus a squared. So, yung a natin dito is 2. So, direkta. Pwede natin siyang masolve. So, yung inverse Laplace transform nito is cosine 2t. So, dito tayo, guys, magiging tricky. So, kung mapansin natin, guys, sa taas dapat niya is may constant a. So, here, ang a natin is 2, same as here. 2 din ang a natin. So, maglalagay tayo ng constant dito sa taas, which is 2, para magamit natin yung formula. But since naglagay ka, guys, ng 2, kailangan natin siyang i-balance dito sa kabila para maging equal pa rin. So, pag naglagay ka dito ng constant, i-divide mo ng constant sa labas. We have here, so 3 halves na itong sa labas niya. So, 3 halves. That's the time, pwede natin gamitin yung formula. So, direct na guys, yung a natin here is 2. We have here a2. Then, just apply this formula. So, ganun guys yung inverse Laplace transform. It's all about algebra. Algebra lang guys yung puhunan natin dito. And of course, yung mga fundamental formulas for Laplace transform. So, babalik ta rin lang natin yung process. So, this is for cosine 2t. So, a natin here is 2. So, minus 3 halves. Then, this is sine. Constant yung taas. So, sine, we have here 2t. So, this is our final answer. So, that's how you find the inverse Laplace transform, guys. It's all about algebra and yung previous topic natin, which is the Laplace transform. Kasi yun talaga yung foundation natin. It's the reverse process. Now, solve pa tayo, guys, ng next problems. Ito, guys, the inverse Laplace transform of 2s minus 5 all over s squared. So, yung first step natin, guys, in solving, kung ma-notice ninyo, is, of course, i-simplify natin yung given. So, sa that case, ng pag-solving, kahit sa calculus, yung first step natin is to simplify the given. So, ito guys, pwede natin siya ma-simplify. So, we have here the inverse Laplace transform of 2s all over s squared. So, ito guys, minus. So, minus the inverse Laplace transform of 5 all over s squared. Now, ito, pwede natin makancel yung s in our numerator here. So, yung s cancel na. We have here the inverse Laplace transform of 2 all over s. Then, we have here minus the inverse Laplace transform of 5 all over s squared. Now, here, yung 2 natin ilabas. So, constant guys. Lahat ng constant is ilalabas natin siya, if necessary. So, you have here 1 all over s. Ito magiging, so you have here 2. Ilabas natin yung 2. In here, of course, 5, pwede natin siyang ilabas. So, 1, ito ay 5. Ito guys, yung inverse Laplace transform ng 1 over s is, we have 1. So, this is 2 times 1. We have here minus, so 5, times yung inverse Laplace transform nito. So, kung babalikan natin guys, yung Laplace transform of t is equal to 1 over s squared. So, ito guys yung formula natin. So, kung babalikan natin yung Laplace transform of t, yung exponent niya guys is 1. So, dito, or pwede rin, we have here n factorial. So, yung Laplace transform ng t raised to n guys, kung babalikan natin, is that is n factorial all over s raised to n plus 1. Now, here, yung n natin is 1, so this is 1 factorial. Okay? So, exponent 1, so this is n 1, so s raised to 1 plus 1, so s squared, so 1 factorial is 1. So, dito galing yung formula na yan. So, in Laplace transform of t raised to n equals, we have here n factorial all over s raised to n plus 1. So, dun galing guys yung formula natin. So, this is t lang naman siya. So, this is 5t. Then, simplify natin. Tanggalin natin yung 1 here. So, you have here 2 minus 5t. So, i-check nyo guys. Kunin natin yung Laplace transform nito. Then, dapat equal doon. So, that's how you check Laplace transform. So, parang integral or differential lang. Now, proceed tayo guys sa ating next problem. So, ito guys, the inverse Laplace transform of 1 all over s squared plus 2s. So, wala tayo guys sa formula that looks like this. So, kahit dun sa ating table, wala siya. So, it's very important na familiarize tayo sa mga fundamental formulas para at least, once na nakita natin yung inverse Laplace transform problem is, ma-predict natin or ma-assume natin kung ano ba talaga yung pwede natin gamitin na formula. So, here, simplify natin guys. I-factor out natin yung s here. So, this will become inverse Laplace transform of, you have here 1 all over s times, you have here s plus 2. So, finactor out natin siya guys. Ito guys, i-separate natin siya using partial fractions. So, 1 all over, so algebra tayo guys. So, 1 all over, this is s times s plus 2. Ihiwalay natin siya into 2 fractions. So, partial fractions. So, yung isang partial fraction natin guys is a lang. I-assume natin na a, variable muna siya. So, a all over s plus b all over s plus 2. So, kunin natin guys yung mga coefficients na yan. Now, here, yung LCD natin is s times s plus 2. So, mag-multiply tayo here para makuha natin yung LCD niya. So, ito, magiging, you have here a times s plus 2 all over s times s plus 2. So, para makuha natin yung LCD. So, multiply tayo sa denominator, multiply tayo sa numerator. So, balance lang. So, plus, you have here b times, yung kulang natin here is s. Para makuha natin yung LCD niya. Here, we have s plus 2 times s. So, this is 1 all over s times s plus 2. So, ito guys, yung ating denominator lahat is common. So, pwede siyang i-cancel na. So, cancel na yung ating denominator. So, tatanggalin na natin siya guys. So, i-review nyo guys yung partial fraction kasi importante siya dito sa Laplace transform. So, yung algebra natin. So, this is just equal to 1 equals, so, a times s plus 2 plus b times s. Now, kunin natin guys yung a and b. So, you have here 1 equals, so, as plus 2a plus bs. So, ito guys, ibig sabihin nito, yung constant sa left should be equal sa constant sa right. So, therefore, if 1 yung nasa left natin, equal dapat siya sa constant sa right. So, this is 2a. 2a lang naman. Kasi dito guys, variable yung s natin. So, 2a should be equal to 1. So, makuha natin yung a. So, here, we have 2a equals 1. Okay? So, therefore, a is 1/2. So, yun. Problem solved na yung a natin. So, yung b na lang. Now, notice natin yung, so kung familiar na kayo sa partial fraction, of course, itong sinasabi ko here is, alam nyo na. So, yung left side natin is wala siyang variable na s. So, that is 0. Then, equate natin yung mga coefficients. So, a plus b. So, a plus b. Therefore, if a is 1/2, we have here. So, b equals, so that is negative a. So, negative a, so a is 1/2, so this is negative 1/2. So, b is negative 1/2. So, nakuha natin yung a and b. So, a is 1/2, then b is negative 1/2. So, that's how you find those constants of your partial fractions kung i-recall natin sa algebra. So, this is 1/2. So, a is 1/2 here. Then, b is negative 1/2. Ito guys, ito yung equivalent niya. So, i-transfer natin siya dito. So, equal lang silang dalawa. So, sineparate natin para magamit natin yung mga formula since wala tayong formula for this kind of expression. Then ito guys, yung mga constant natin is pwede natin siyang ilabas. So, 1/2 the inverse Laplace transform of, you have your 1 all over s. Then, sa right side, you have your minus. So, 1/2 the inverse Laplace transform of 1 all over s plus 2. So, from our formula table, guys, wala tayong s plus 2 doon. We have here s minus a. So, this should become s minus, so since positive siya, guys, so negative 2. Para magamit natin yung formula. So, kung i-recall natin, yung formula na Laplace transform of e raised to at, that is equal to 1 all over s minus a. So, minus a yung form niya. So, here, gawin natin minus since na positive siya, so negative 2. Then, apply natin yung mga formula. So, importante guys dito yung partial fraction. So, i-review nyo kung medyo nalilito pa kayo sa partial fractions, i-review natin yung algebra. So, here we have 1 half. So, the inverse Laplace transform of 1 over s, that is 1. So, minus, so 1 half. The inverse Laplace transform of this expression is, so e raised to at. So, yung a natin is itong constant. So, this is negative 2t. So, this is our final answer for this problem. So, i-simplify natin guys. I-factor out natin yung 1 half since na common siya. So, 1 half. So, this is 1 minus e raised to negative 2t. So, this is our answer. Now guys, let's proceed to our next problem. Now, next problem tayo guys, this is the inverse Laplace transform of, you have here 2s plus 3 all over s squared minus 2s plus 5. So, kung ako guys yung tatanungin nyo, of course, mas challenging yung inverse Laplace transform. Kasi sa Laplace transform guys, automatic kasi, if you know the formula, automatic mo nang makikita doon sa table. But here, hindi siya. Ganon. So, yung titingnan natin guys is yung mga variable sa problem or yung setting ng itsura niya. So, kung babalikan natin, may formula tayo which is merong s then constant sa taas. Yung Laplace transform ng, you have here, the Laplace transform of e raised to at. So, cosine. So, here, palitan natin yung variable since doon a, ito, let's say n or w, t. So, you have this formula. So, this is s minus a, okay, all over, you have here s minus a squared plus w squared. Babalikan natin yung guys. So, ito, pwede siyang applicable dito kasi we have here s, then we have the constant. Now, yung Laplace transform ng e raised to at, cosine wt, sin wt is equal to, so yung taas natin is constant. So, this is w. All over, s minus a squared, copy lang, plus w squared. So, that's yung formulang gagamitin natin dito. So, therefore, ito guys, i-complete natin yung square nung isa, then, dapat may constant pa rin dun sa kabila. So, dapat ganito yung form niya. So, i-manipulate natin yung etong nasa denominator. So, ito guys, para maging, ano siya, maging perfect square. So, yung b natin here is 2. Okay? So, kung babalikan natin yung mga lessons natin sa algebra, so, dapat i-add natin is yung b. So, b natin here is 2. So, dapat b squared all over 4 yung i-add natin. So, yung b natin here is negative 2. So, squared all over 4. So, this is equal to, you have here 4 all over 4 equals 1. Therefore, mag-add tayo ng 1 here sa 2s para maging complete square siya. Okay? So, we have here, so, kuhin natin yung 1 sa 5. So, yung 5 magiging 4 na lang siya. So, you have here the inverse Laplace transform of 2s. Okay? That is 2s plus 3. All over, you have your s squared plus 2s plus 1. So, kinuha natin yung 1 sa 5. So, this is plus 4. Now, ito, this is a complete square. So, pardon this is negative. Negative siya. So, this is, so, the Laplace transform or the inverse Laplace transform, inverse Laplace transform of 2s plus 3. All over. So, ito guys, this is s minus 1 squared. So, plus, yung 4 natin is, this is 2 squared. So ito guys, applicable na yung formula natin dito. Okay? So kung mapansin natin guys, yung formula kanina, babalikan natin yung formula for cosine, meron tayo dapat na negative 1 din sa taas para ma-evaluate natin siya. So here wala. So naglalagay tayo here ng negative 1. So this will become the inverse Laplace transform of, we have here 2s minus, so nasa loob. So this is 2s minus 1 quantity. So plus 3 here. So hindi pa yan guys. So i-balance natin yan. So you have here s minus 1 squared plus 2 squared. So here guys, naglagay tayo ng negative 1 doon sa loob. So 2 times negative 1, this is negative 2. So kailangan natin maglagay ng plus 2 here para mabalance natin yung linagay natin doon. Okay? So it's very important para ma-manipulate natin yung equation. So saan galing yun? I repeat. So kung mapapansin natin yung formula for cosine, balikan natin. So yung Laplace transform of e raised to at cosine, so wt, that is equal to, so s minus a all over s minus a squared plus w squared. Now notice here na may negative, ay may 1 tayo here, may 1. So dapat doon sa taas meron ding 1. Okay? Since nawala, linagyan natin siya. So pag naglagay tayo, we should also balance that on the other side para hindi natin malabag yung batas of or yung law of mathematics. Okay? That's how mathematics works, guys. So once you put something, you must put again something to balance that out. Dapat equal lang palagi. Okay? That's one thing na medyo hirap tayo dati. Ako guys, personally hirap din ako dati because sometimes careless. So, dapat hindi tayo maka-careless in solving problems. So, slowly but surely lang. So, here, simplify na natin to guys. This is equal to 5. So, 3 plus 2, this is 5. Then, i-separate natin siya. So, pwede natin siyang i-evaluate. So, you have here the inverse Laplace transform of, so, yung 2 natin, ilabas na. So, nakalabas na yung 2. So, you have here s minus 1 all over s minus 1 squared. So, see here guys na nakuha na natin yung formula. So, you have here, so this is plus, so plus, so this is, you have here 5, ilabas natin the inverse Laplace transform of, you have here 1, so 1 na lang siya kasi nilabas natin yung 5. You have here s minus 1 squared plus 2 squared. Now, here, ito okay na siya. Direkta na yan. Ito, dito tayo medyo may problema. So here guys, kung mapansin natin, of course, balikan natin yung formula, the Laplace transform of e raised to at sin wt, that is equal to, so this is w all over, you have here s minus a squared plus w squared. So dapat may w tayo doon sa taas, wala tayo. So here, yung w natin is 2. So dapat maglagay tayo ng 2 din doon sa taas. So, this should become, so, times 2 here. Lagay ka ng 2. Of course, pag naglagay ka ng constant, dapat ibabalance natin siya here sa kabila. So, this is times 1/2. So, balance na sila. Ito, pwede mo na siyang ma-evaluate. Using this formula, satisfied. Once na na-satisfy na guys yung formula, i-substitute na lang natin. Okay? Now, here, so, this is 2e raised to a. So, yung a natin here, guys, is 1. So, 1 times t. So, t na lang. So, this is cosine. Then, ang w natin here is 2. So, this is 2t. Plus, you have here 5/2. Then, here, this is e raised to t sine. Then, yung w is 2. So, 2 times t. So, that is how you solve these types of problem. So, kailangan natin ma-visualize agad. So, dapat familiar tayo guys sa mga formula. Once na familiar ka sa mga formula for Laplace transform, magiging madali sa yung pag-solve ng inverse Laplace transform. So, for our next problem guys, we have here the inverse Laplace transform of 3s minus 4 all over the quantity 2s minus 3 raised to 5. So, notice here guys, so importante guys na familiar tayo sa mga formula for Laplace transform para maging madali yung pag-solve natin ng inverse. So ito guys, yung formula for Laplace transform, kung babalikan natin yung mga formula, wherein meron tayong s sa baba, here denominator, may constant, then may exponent, is yung formula na, you have here the Laplace transform of t raised to n, e raised to at. A guys, constant, yung n is the exponent ng t. So equals, we have here n factorial all over, so s minus a raised to n plus 1. So susundin natin guys itong format. So here, walang coefficient or 1 yung coefficient ng s natin here. So dito merong 2, so i-simplify muna natin guys. Again, ang foundation natin here is just algebra. So gawin natin itong form guys. So here yung 2 natin dapat matanggal siya. So i-divide natin sa 2 yung denominator. So here this is the inverse Laplace transform. So this is 3s minus 4 all over. So baba guys, 2s minus 3, divide natin sa 2. So this is raised to 5. Now notice here na may dinagdag tayong constant. So hindi pwedeng hindi tayo magbalance. So ibabalance natin siya. So whatever you add, dapat i-cancel out mo siya doon sa kabila. Now here, yung dinagdag natin is 2 raised to 5. So yun ang dinagdag natin guys. So meaning, kailangan natin siyang i-balance doon sa kabila. So yung dinagdag natin dito guys is 2 raised to 5. Therefore, dapat maglagay din tayo dito ng times 2 raised to 5. So yun, balance na siya. So this is equal to, we have 1 over 2 raised to 5, the inverse Laplace transform of 3s minus 4 all over. Ito guys, simplify natin. This is s minus 3 halves. So this is raised to 5. So yun guys, natanggal na natin yung coefficient na 2 doon sa loob ng denominator. So ngayon pwede natin siyang i-simplify. So ito guys yung gagamitin natin here. So that's how you simplify guys. Kailangan natin yung foundation sa algebra. So kung hindi pa kayo guys familiar sa algebra, you should go back to our previous discussions. So this is the simplified form. So this is 1 all over 2 raised to 5 inverse Laplace transform of 3s minus 4 all over s minus 3 halves raised to 5. So balikan natin guys yung formula. So the Laplace transform of t raised to n e raised to at is equal to n factorial all over s minus a raised to n plus 1. So notice here wala tayong s doon. So we need to cancel this out using this expression. So maglagay tayo ng 3 halves doon sa loob ng s. So again, simplify pa natin guys. So wala tayong kasing s sa taas. Dapat matanggal natin yung s using this concept here. So medyo tricky guys yung pag-solve ng inverse kasi dadaan muna siya sa simplification bago ka mag-solve ng problem. So this is equal to 1 over 2 raised to 5. So the inverse Laplace transform, so 3. So dito guys, maglagay tayo ng 3 halves. So parehas na expression. So maglalagay tayo din, ika-cancel lang natin siya. So we have here s minus 3 halves. Okay? So minus 4 all over s minus 3 halves raised to 5. Now here, this is not equal. So may dinagdag tayong constant here. So dapat i-balance natin siya. Ano yung dinagdag natin? We have here 3 times 3 halves. So that is, so 9 halves yung dinagdag natin. So that is negative 9 halves. So dapat, since naglagay ka ng negative 9 halves, dapat dito maglagay ka ng positive 9 halves to cancel that out. So ganun guys yung pag-solve natin. So yan, balance na siya. Whatever you add, dapat i-minus mo. Whatever you minus or subtract, you should add on the other side. So i-simplify natin guys. This is 1 over 32. So inverse Laplace transform of, you have here 3 times s minus 3 halves plus 1 half all over s minus 3 halves quantity raised to 5. So equals 1 over 32 inverse Laplace transform. So ito guys, cancel na yung s minus 3 halves na expression sa taas. So we have here 3 all over, you have here s minus 3 halves raised to 4 na lang. So cancel na yung isa. So this is plus, so iwalay natin guys. inverse Laplace transform. So this is, nakamultiply siya sa dalawa. You have here inverse Laplace transform of, so taas, 1/2 all over s minus 3/2 raised to 5. So yun guys, pwede natin siyang gamitan ng formula. So direkta na lang guys sa formula. So using this formula, we have here the Laplace transform of t raised to n e raised to at equals, we have here n factorial all over s minus a raised to n plus 1. Okay? Now for this first expression guys, yung n plus 1 natin is 4. So n plus 1, for the first, focus muna tayo dito guys sa isa. So n natin here, n plus 1 is 4. So n plus 1 is 4, therefore n is, so 4 minus 1, so 3. So 3 yung n dito. So yung 3 ito guys, na constant, ilabas natin siya. So this will become 3 over 32. Now here, yung formula natin is n factorial. So wala tayong n factorial dito. So yung n natin here is 3. So lagay tayo ng 3 factorial para magamit natin yung formula. So since naglagay tayo ng 3 factorial, whatever you put, dapat ika-cancel out natin siya. So 3 factorial doon, i-divide natin guys sa 3 factorial on the other side. So this is times 3 factorial. So hiwalay na natin guys yung 3 over, so yung 1 over 32 guys, hiwalay na natin. So this is plus 1 over 32. Now here, we have this expression. So check na yan. Pwede mo nang igamitin yung formula. Now here, same process. So yung n natin here is 4. Since the n plus 1 is equal to 5. So n here is 4. So wala tayong 4 factorial. So lagay tayo ng 4 factorial dito. So this is times 1/2. So times 4 factorial. Then naglagay ka ng 4 factorial. Sa labas is ibabalance natin siya. So this is times 4 factorial. So yun guys, apply na natin yung formula. So itong 1/2, ilabas na natin siya. So this is, so magta times 2 tayo dito. Yun. Then, pwede natin gamitin yung formula. So simplify muna natin guys, tanggalin natin yung mga constant here kasi masyado na siyang madami. So using your calculator, you can solve for that. So this is 3 all over 3 factorial times 32. So this is 1 over 64. So ito guys, this is so 1 over 1536. Ito guys, i-evaluate na natin using this formula. So ito ay, babalik rin natin. So t, n natin here is 3 since na n plus 1 is 4. So 3. So e, a natin is 3/2. So t. Plus, ito guys, this is, so here ang n natin is 4. So this is t raised to 4, e raised to a. A natin is 3/2. So 3/2 times t. So yun guys, ito yung final answer natin. So pwede natin siyang i-simplify. Okay? So ito na guys yung final answer natin. This is 1 over 64. So t cubed e raised to 3/2 times t. So plus 1 all over 1536. So t raised to 4e raised to 3/2 times t. So pwede siyang i-simplify guys, pagsamahin nyo yung nasa denominator niya. So LCD ko yung LCD, then i-factor out natin tong dalawa. So pwede pa siyang i-simplify. But this can be your final answer. So that's it guys for our video for today. This is the inverse Laplace transform. So next topic tayo guys, this is the Laplace transform of derivative. So i-apply natin yung Laplace transform to differential equations. So see you guys. Thank you for subscribing on this channel. I hope this helps sa mga nag-board exam and of course sa mga nasa academe pa. Thank you for subscribing on my channel. See you guys. God bless. Thank you. Stay safe.